Hey, how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Castlevania 3, well, particularly the Anniversary Collection, but I wanna do Grant's route. Grant is one of the companions you can get in the game. He's nothing special for what I remember, which is particularly what might be the issue. I don't think I think he can skip some things, but compared to the other two, I don't think he's useful at all. But we will see. I mean, it's better than doing it solo, which is something that I will also have to do eventually. It's fine. I mean, I never did it, so I don't know how hard it will be. The problem is that if you beat this game with Sifa the first time, everything else will be harder. That's the issue. Every other option after Sifa is gonna be just way harder. So that's an issue. Well, I should also clarify that this game is very hard, so I might not be able to beat it today. I mean, you might think that it's ridiculous because, you know, it's an NES game, there's not much to do. But no, it's a game that might take a while. Not to mention that this is the American version, which is for some reason the hardest one by a... Oh, good start. The hardest one by a long shot. Well, I think they do it because of rental games. They do it so you cannot beat it before needing to return it. But I never played the Japanese version, so it's not like I know what difference there are. Would be nice if we didn't fail basic platforming. Okay, there you go. Hey, come on. I should do better than this. And this is a game that, despite the fact that I already beat it like 3 times, I never really remember the level order. I guess it's mostly because it's a game that I don't really play with that much frequency. No item, no. That seems a little bit hardest to go upstairs. At least compared to more modern Castlevania games. Doesn't seem that pressing 2 buttons at the same time is that easy. So this thing makes you fall like that, which is fine now. It's not fine here where doing that will kill you. Well, it doesn't kill you up here, but will kill you down there. Oh, and if you go down, you still need to go to the top. There is no path down there. That's funny. Alright. Mostly, this game is not really hard until the last 3 levels. That's when stuff starts getting very messed up. That's when you really can feel the pain. Well, in fact, the last 2 times that I played this game, I did it on stream, and it took me 2 streams to beat it, I mean. Mostly because of tryharding those last 2 levels. Now, this Fleeman... The Fleeman can be an issue. For what I heard, aside from enemies dealing more damage, you also have enemies taking less damage, or at least taking more hits to kill, compared to the Japanese version. I don't know, I feel like playing an easier version than this will be boring. Getting your ass kicked is kinda what defines this game. Well, this guy you can simply damage buffer. Yeah, the game kinda tricks you into thinking it's gonna be easy like this, you know? The game tricks you, but it isn't. And that sound really pierces your eardrums. So, this is the first one that matters, right? Yeah, you gotta go to the clock tower. Because Grant is there, in the clock tower. We gotta go there. Unfortunately, the clock tower is kind of a time waste if you want to beat this game fast. It's basically a detour that doesn't really go anywhere. You go up here simply to rescue Grant. Outside of that, I don't think it serves any purpose. Well, unless you somehow play for score, I guess. You're one of those people that plays in one credit and wants the most score possible. Well, yes. I jumped too early. There was a platform ahead of me, so the jump didn't happen. My bad. We might see the first game over pretty quickly. So this song is pretty cool. Considering that we are just in the second level. The interesting thing is, the clock tower historically in Castlevania is at the end of the game, but here it's right at the beginning. Because it just feels like being right at the beginning. I don't see why not, you know. Will I be able to do this level in only one life? I don't know. So I can't remember if in this game was the holy water good. I don't think it's as good as in the first one, but... No, I think it's still good in this game. Well, in that case, may as well keep it. Oh, and the pendulums. What a beautiful mechanic. Everyone loves this mechanic. Though, to be fair, compared to how other games do pendulums, this is very inoffensive. Because at least you get into the pendulum and you don't really have to do any, you know, any juggling with the physics. The issue is if someone attacks you while you're in the pendulum. That's the annoying part. And that happens later. I mean, not in that pendulum in particular, but it will happen in other pendulums later on. Now the question is, will I get the first extra life before I get killed? I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, nice misses. Well, as long as I don't get hit by them, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Where are we going? I do remember this clock tower being long. That's a shame. Well, there you go. To answer the question, no. I don't get an extra life before dying. That's a shame. I do wonder what the extra life threshold is. I don't think it's probably 20,000. Just that in these games, I always die so quickly that I don't have enough time to get points, you know? Hey, don't worry. Well, at least the good thing is that we can see how useful Grant is from very early on. We don't have to be wondering for too long how useful or useless he is. I do remember that he has the special power of climbing walls or ceilings or both, I don't know. He can do that. He's supposed to be a thief. We can do all of that. I don't remember how he attacks, and I don't remember if he has less health. He probably does, if I had to take a guess. But yeah. It's probably not gonna be as useful. Well, definitely not as useful as Sifa, but I don't think it's gonna be even as useful as Alucard. Even though Alucard was pretty useless, all things considered. Maybe I'm gonna regret saying all this shit and he's actually super useful, you know? Very hard to tell. Essentially, once you get this guy, you can choose between going for Sifa's route or Alucard's route. Regardless of which route you go, you obviously have to say no when either of them join. Or rather, you have to say no when either of them wants to join, so they don't join. And that way you stay with Grant. Obviously the best idea is to pick Sifa's levels. Alucard's levels are an abomination. To the point that it looks like you're playing a completely different game. Alucard's levels are that messed up. Alright, so what's the deal here? You have to jump very late. Kinda. I jumped too early last time. Uh-oh. I don't like the way this looks, with these Medusa heads and the gears at the same time. It's a recipe for disaster. It's okay, we're fine. I mean, after all, enemies at this point of the game still deal low damage. Only 2 points of health. Ah, that was bad. Later on they will be dealing 4. We gotta enjoy this while it lasts. I think that this is the end of the line. I hope. Yeah, it is. This is where you fight Grant. Well, the zombie fight version. Okay, the monkey fight version of Grant, I should say. Wait, does he come down? No, he doesn't. Okay, he starts climbing. Oh, he also have axes. It's pretty cool. Oof, nice try. Damn, double KO? No way. That's so unfortunate. Oh, and this gear is gonna filter me now, isn't it? I just had a jump super late. Team, I can't believe I got double KO'd. And what I can believe even less is that the checkpoint is here. Because all the damage that I took, I'm probably gonna take it again. That's so fucked up. That's just how this game is. Castlevania 3 main feeling is pain. You're not feeling pain? Not Castlevania 3. Will I at least get the second upgrade to the whip though? I mean, I hope. Though the issue is that I'm not getting the ads. Unless I get it here. No, but I think I will have already gotten it. Well, this is a problem. I don't have the whip upgraded or the ads. Well, okay, the whip is upgraded now, but I don't have the ads. So that is an issue. Almost. I mean, I know that that's not a smart idea, but without a long projectile, trying to play without getting hit is... Alright. Well, here we have to reload the lives. When you die this early, might as well. And that's such a shame, though. The first attempt was perfect. But unfortunately... not good enough. You know, the worst part is that later you have to do all of this, but in reverse. Like, all of this path that you're doing to climb the tower, you have to do it again to climb it down. The way it works. Don't worry, we're fine. Not that bad. Well, it's certainly going down is not as bad as going up. Going up... well, it will always be slower. I mean, that applies to anything, you know. In real life, if you're going upstairs, you're gonna be slower than going downstairs. You need more energy to climb than to descend. I do wonder people that do mountain climbing. Because I mean, people that do mountain climbing are basically as likely to die on the on the climb than on the descent, right? They are like one step away from dying in either case. We'll assume that climbing up still requires more energy. Hey, that's one of the hobbies I could probably never even dream of getting into. I just cannot. But it's fine. Well, I don't even know if you can call it a hobby. I mean, I guess it is, though. I find it weird to call something where you constantly risk your life a hobby. At that point, you might as well call it a lifestyle. Because I think a hobby is just usually something that you do on like your free time as a way to, you know, entertain yourself. And I mean, I'm not saying that they don't entertain themselves with mountain climbing, but yeah. What I say is that with all the preparation you need and, well, the fact that it's so dangerous, I think that hobby might be a very small word to describe it. I'm getting hit a lot. This attempt is most likely gonna go just like the previous one, unfortunately. And the issue is that I don't see any healing, though I should check the wall that is on the top, but I think I already... Okay, never mind. All of that goes out of the window. God damn it. Clock tower. Usually the clock tower, historically, not always, but it usually tends to be the hardest level in any Castlevania game. Not in this one, ironically. That's because this game has so many hard levels that a level like this one is nothing in comparison of what comes later. Whenever you see a clock tower in a Castlevania game, you know that it's time to... Oh, I expected that. That was my bad. Shouldn't have jumped right. Or if I jumped right, I should have reacted differently. Also, wait, is it even worth it to get this? What that item does is that you can have 2 items on screen at the same time. And that's pretty good depending on the item. I mean, usually in these early games you use it for the holy water. Is that the holy water is not here right now? How did that miss? Nice. Good dodge. I almost made the same mistake. Well, in reality I made the same mistake, it's just that I didn't die for it. Alright. So is there nothing on this wall? Oh, there was healing on that wall. And this asshole hit me anyway. Alright. But yeah, unfortunately the item being the knife is very shit. I mean, the knife is usually the worst item in Castlevania. It's certainly not the exception in this game. I cannot even hit this guy. Oh, I'm definitely dead here. I just hate that the first attempt was so ideal and I had to die with 1 hit remaining. Also, in case you have any doubt that trying to go for the strategy of not damage buffering being a good idea, no, it's not a good idea. Damage buffering for fights like this is clearly the superior option. Like, it's not even close. Way better to damage buffer than to try to fight legitimately. But unfortunately that didn't work. So where did I even get the ads in the first place? Because in none of these attempts I'm able to get it again. To the point that I even wonder if that attempt even happened. I simply cannot see the ads again. I just don't see it. But I'm pretty sure it came from a candle. And I don't think candles, when it comes to weapons, I don't think they are random, are they? Yeah, I'm gonna try to break every candle in the way. What's here, by the way? Oh, nothing. You know, there has to be a candle that I miss, but by now I would have had to miss it multiple times. I guess if I'm climbing up and I'm ignoring the medusas, I'm probably ignoring the candles as well. I just find it weird that in all of these attempts I haven't seen it even once. Unless it's that one, because that one is one that normally you will ignore, but no, it's just a heart. Alright. Or maybe it is luck and I'm just not getting lucky now. No, it's that one. So that one I ignored it all this time. Well, all this time, meaning all these attempts. But all these attempts that were only 2, really. Ooh, if that hit me, that could have killed. Alright. Well, the problem now is to have the ads last until I fight this guy. And for that I cannot die in the way, of course. So that's a problem. Because the chances of dying are indeed very high. Like that section up there with the Medusas is absolutely... oh, this time she appeared on the left side. Oof, that was... Well, in fact, all of them are appearing on the left side. Interesting. This is somewhere climbing very well, but there is still this one. Nice. That was perfect. Actually perfect, like, didn't get hit even once. Good shit. I don't even need the chicken. Does the chicken even give you points? No, it doesn't. And not only I have the ads, but I also have the 2 item, which means that I can throw 2 at the same time. And you can aim those 2. I can't believe that doing that took me that long. Though to be honest with the ads, it's extremely easy. This guy is Brand. He's the guy that will be with us all this time. Well, that wasn't really a ghost. That was a monkey. Yeah, I'll take you. Question mark? I don't know about that. Are you very fast? You are nimble, that's true, but are you fast? Because those are not the same thing. Because I didn't remember the clock tower just straight up getting destroyed. Yeah. Come on. Bro. The button combination was... well, actually, I don't think you need a button combination for this. There is a button. Problem is that here's the thing. In the actual NES game, you only have 2 buttons. But here in this collection, you can map a 3rd button to the character switch. I think in the original it was select. I think it was select plus something else. I don't remember what. Here you can press an additional button. I don't think select is even mapping this game. The way this collection works is... Oh, I just drop from here? Yeah, okay. I did not remember the layout, my bad. So hold up, maybe I could use this guy to get out. Because he can climb like that. Yeah. That's what he's good for. Problem is that for what I remember, he gets killed very quickly. He's supposed to be kind of a glass cannon. Well, glass cannon is a little bit exaggerated because that's assuming he deals damage. He doesn't really deal damage. As you can see, he's quite nimble. In fact, well, when he falls, differently from Trevor, he doesn't fall vertically, he falls diagonally. I don't know if you can do that. Oh, I can. I'm stupid. I could have just done that. I don't know if he has any other power other than that. I mean, he can use weapons, but I think the only weapon he can use is this one. Like the knife. Oh wow, an extra life. He can also go down in surfaces like that. Now, obviously that's very useful in this first level that you use him most likely because the game showcases how you use him, but I don't know if you can actually do all of this stuff later on. You might not be able to. I mean, because of the level design. I think the level design is made to allow you to do that, and more importantly, the boss fights definitely don't care that much about this. Wait, isn't this simply going back here? Yeah. You don't need to do anything else. And here's the pendulum again. I like the fact that he's essentially a Fleeman. When in his crouching sprite, there are barely any differences between him and a Fleeman outside of the color. No, oh. Yeah, don't get stuck if it's possible. I don't know how possible it is to get stuck with this guy. No, that's not really what I wanted you to do. As you can see, I think he deals as much damage as Trevor's unupgraded whip, which is, needless to say, very bad. And it's kinda worthless. Yeah, at least it's enough to kill Medusas in one hit. That was scary. The level ends there. So, if the level ends there, why is there even a school at the end of the path in this map? Doesn't the school mean there is a boss, or it just means it's a hard level? I mean, if it means it's a hard level, that applies to any of the levels in this game. Now the thing is that you can... Oh, he can also use axes. The issue is that it takes a lot of damage. What I think in this game, when you switch characters, the other character has the same amount of health he had. It doesn't share the health bar with... If I switch here... Oh, never mind, they actually share the health bar. Well... Oops. That's a problem. So, you probably want to use him in very, very specific places, because the amount of damage he takes is insane, so... Yeah. But at least we know it couldn't be that easy. This is Castlevania 3. Easy is not something. Why would you want to go all the way to the left? I don't know. So here you can either pick between Sifa's path, which is the top one, or Alucard's path, which is the bottom one. You don't wanna go Alucard's path. You don't. Also, you don't get a heal between levels if there wasn't a boss at the end. Pretty not nice of you. Oh yeah, and those birds are absolutely painful. You don't want anything to do with those birds. Trust. Okay, those birds are extremely annoying. The problem is that... Oh, I couldn't loot that. That's messed up. And that shellfish just disappeared. I guess too many sprites on the screen. Hey, I will appreciate my... Hold up. This says 3-4. Does that mean that if I die I go back to the previous level? This is still theoretically level 3. That's pretty funny. Damn it. Well, we will see if we go back or not. I mean, if that's the case, if you somehow regret your decision of what level you pick, you can just die. Oh, I got an extra life. So it is at 20,000 that you get the first extend. Pretty cool. I think that this is the boss fight already. What was the boss? I don't really remember. I mean, you have a Sifa. Oh, it's the Minotaur. This guy appears later anyways. He's thankfully... Well, unless you are a moron, he's not very hard to beat. Unfortunately, sometimes I am. I do my best, but sometimes my moronery wins a little bit. I mean, I think on the rematch it's not that easy. That's because the rematch is a different thing altogether. But unfortunately here, we basically have to say no to Sifa. Which is an issue. Because I don't want to say no, but this is Grant's route. Yeah. No, I won't. I'm sorry. Leave him behind. Well, you are the one that should be careful, though. I mean, we are 2, you are only 1. That was pretty ominous. Alright. Oh, there are 2 schools here. This one wasn't enough. Now, I kinda have PTSD of this level. And this level was legitimately very hard. But we will see. Yeah, and those guys... The fact that I remember this is... Okay, that was my bad. See, that's... Well, in fact, we can reload. Might as well. Reload lives, I mean, obviously. Also, how is it going, Yannick? Yeah, Sifa wife. I mean, quite literally. If you pick... Well, spoiler alert in case anyone cares. But if you pick Sifa... and you get to the end is that, you know, you, like, Trevor marries Sifa and, you know, they help, they help the Belmont bloodline in getting, you know, getting further down history. But here we just gotta stay with our bro instead. Grant. I have no idea what Grant's ending is. Because I never done it before, obviously. And believe it or not, this is not the final ending you can get. There is still the solo ending that you get when you don't pick up any companion. That's something I will do eventually as well. I mean, after all, these are all achievements for the collection. Basically, you gotta beat this game 4 times with each ending. And the other one I'm lacking is the one in Castlevania Bloodlines, where you have to beat it with the Belmont character, but that guy sucks. That's the problem. Sigma ending. You know, I was thinking today about that. How will you call that ending the Sigma ending? But I was like, no, I don't use those words. Those words... Uh-oh. Those words are not for me. Wait a second, cannot I just skip this? Can you jump high enough, Grant? correct. Good shit, Grant. Actually skipping the level. We don't wanna play these levels, we wanna skip them. Good shit, Grant. He's useful for skipping things like that. Also, you probably want to use him here, right? Definitely can jump higher. And even if he couldn't, the way his movement works is way better in a situation like this. Without a doubt. Well, I guess maybe I gotta regret what I said about this guy not being that good. Also, wait, this is a death trap, isn't it? If I go there, there's no going back. I'm so tempted to check what's in there, damn it. I think there's no going back. I don't know if you can land on the staircase. I'm not gonna bother. Well, you can actually check if you can jump back from here. No, you can't. It's not high enough. Alright, that's a trap. And this is a boss. If I'm not mistaken, this was the Naga boss. Yeah, it was. Or, well, Naga or Medusa. Not sure. No, that's a Medusa. So I guess depending on the interpretation, Naga might have those powers too. I'm assuming if you want to dodge the petrifying thing, you gotta jump. So how is it going, Wasabi? What do you mean, who is Grant? He's our bro. How can you say that about the... Well, to be honest, compared to the other two, he's definitely a nobody, but... Hey, he can skip stages. That's good enough, isn't it, right? Hey man, I'm getting some nice healing. Pretty cool too. Wait, I could have also skipped that, I just realized. Though if I would have skipped that, I wouldn't have gotten the healing, so... I think all in all it was the right call. Okay. Now, the pro... Okay, I might need you for this one, Grant. I might. I mean, it's not like you need him, you can very easily do this with Trevor, but... Well, in fact, when you do the solo ending, it's not like you have any other choice. But then the solo ending will be very hard, because there are some bosses that without companions, they are very annoying to do. Okay, and he's very good at defeating these birds as well, I gotta say. That's because he can attack super fast. Problem is that he also takes a lot more damage, so... It's obviously a double-edged sword. What is this? Should I be worried? More importantly, hold up. Because this is a unique place. You cannot go here unless you have... Oh, you can skip that, like you go straight to the boss. Are these the mummies? I think these are the mummies, right? Oh, you have to use Grant for this too. Uh-oh. Oh, there you go. Or is this a special boss fight? But no, these are the mummies. You can tell by the fact that they are two tombstones, right? Well, tombstones. I mean coffins. These are not tombstones. Well, the mummies are only one of the bosses. There is another one. They have so many hearts to use that might as well put them to use here. But I don't remember what the second one was here. Oh, the Minotaur again. The difference is that here you cannot completely avoid it simply by standing still. You have to jump. Well, last time I delayed it and it worked well. Seems that it no longer worked that well there. That's a shame. That was the right idea, I think. Just probably badly executed. Now, the issue is that I no longer have my sub-weapon. And even if I had it, I don't have too many hearts to use anyways. So instead of skipping this, I probably should try to get something, but I guess not. On the bright side, we are full health, so that helps. And here I think at least against the mummy you should damage buffer as much as you can. At least at the beginning when they are both together, because you damage both of them. That's the wrong side. Though for the Minotaur it might also be possible that you should jump forward instead. From is that he can charge at you. I mean, I guess it's not a problem, but it is the safe way of doing it. But it's definitely possible to do it the way I was trying to do it last time. Just that you need to time it well, and I don't know how to time it. But ironically, like, this is not the rematch that I was remembering. Isn't there another rematch later for this guy? Like, the devs really like this guy. I don't know why I call him a Minotaur. I mean, I don't see that he's a half bull anywhere. I mean, he's definitely half man, half something else, but I don't know what that something else is. Could just be a generic monster, you know? Yeah, I got another extra life, by the way. Alright. That's some quick progress, but you know that progress is gonna come to a halt at any time now. That's how it is. Alright. Wait a second. I was about to say it's not the one I thought it was. There is a level in the Alucard route that has a very similar shape in the minimap. Because you're supposed to climb out of a hole. And that level sucks so much. I messed up. I mean, at the point I was standing, there wasn't much I could do. Kinda didn't have any choice. Got it. But I could just use the knives. Problem is that the knives damage is so shit that it's just not worth it. Like, by the time that you are done throwing knives, well, you're probably dead before that. And then you have these guys. This is a funny song also. I mean, pretty creative considering that it's on the NES making a song like this. It's very creative. Then again, Castlevania has always been the case of having fantastic soundtrack. Well, in fact, because of the fantastic soundtrack is that a game like Castlevania 2 is not forgotten. Like, one of the best songs in the series comes from there. Well, I don't know if best, but at least one of the more well-known songs in the series, Bloody Tears, is from that God-forsaken game. So it cannot be that bad, right? Here I'm looking how many things I could potentially skip with Grant. I don't think there's anything here though. I mean, it's what I say. Aside from the stage he gets introduced in, you won't have that much. Here he also has the opportunity to skip. Oh, it's this level. Well, for this level you probably want... You want Trevor. Mostly because of the range of the whip. Speaking of bloody tears... Hold up. That just reminded me of something. I'll send it in the Discord. Okay. Oh, this is bad. It's okay, we're fine. Kinda. Nah, we're fine. Well, we're fine if I can make it to... Okay, no, that's it. It doesn't go any higher than that. That can be quite dangerous if you are going slowly. Promise that that's still... Wait, I can skip this, can I? No, skip no. You're supposed to go up no matter what. Oh, they stop spawning, how nice of them. And then you get the checkpoint. You have this asshole. Well, we could just spam knives to at least be... like, defeat this guy safely. Just that... This guy is one of the highest HP normal enemies in the game, so... Especially hitting him with the knife. Oh... That just looks so lovely. Wouldn't look more lovely if you tried. I mean, at least we could kill them. Promise that being one hit away from death makes me think that doing anything here is just not gonna be worth it. I mean, I'm just gonna die anyways. And here, is there even a gap to do this? I have a feeling, well... Oh, I cannot throw... Oh yeah, I can throw knives. Promise that it's a little bit weird, because... You go up a little bit every time you throw a knife. It's very easy to completely lose your position. It's also worth noting that I might be running out of time. And that's bad. I have a lot of these guys. Okay. Oh, that's... pretty nice set of enemies. Very impressive though that the checkpoint is here. That's surprisingly merciful. I mean, having to deal with this guy is annoying, but well, you don't have to deal with him if you don't want to. And here, oh damn it, that's one thing that the classic Castlevanias have that is quite an issue, that it's that every time that you are near a stair and you crouch, you end up going down when you don't want to. Okay, here I could... no. I try, but I don't think wasting time killing is a better idea. Here it's a different story because he's actually in... Well, they promise that he's in kill range, but... if I press down, I'm gonna end up going downstairs, and that's not what I want. Oh, and this part sucks. Well, any part that has these birds sucks by default. Just the way it is. Oh, but nice, that's a very good weapon. some good news. Problem is that I kinda doubt I can win whatever fight is gonna come here. Oh, it's the creature. Damn, that looks unreactable. To the point that I wonder how you're even supposed to react to that. Ooh, that was so close. Holy shit. I think if I hadn't killed him in that moment, the block falling would have hit me. Because I mean, I was in the place to get hit there. So I think I only got saved because he was already there. Oof. It's okay. We're doing surprisingly well, all things considered. I think that we still haven't gotten to the... No, we clearly haven't gotten to the real hard stuff. I mean, look at the damage. Like, I'm still taking 3 hits of damage. When things get hard, you start taking 4. Though, if this level is the one I think it is, this one is also very hard. Despite the 3 points of damage. Just know that it can always get worse. Well, and here, since I have no lives, the smartest thing will clearly be to just die. I also want to scout the level to know what to expect. I obviously don't fully remember it. I'm glad that Fleaman killed himself. Damn, no walls here, really? Why are you like this? That was close. It doesn't seem like they are liking spawning a lot of these armor enemies. Okay. I wonder if the second extra life will be at 40,000. Probably not. No. I mean, usually in these games, extra lives tend to be at different intervals every time. Like the first interval usually is not always. It's not always. I mean, it's never the second interval. If you get an extra life at 20,000, the second one is most likely gonna be at 50,000 or something like that. It depends on the game. Okay, right now, at least the progress is constant. Though, will you use Grant here to climb on the bottom? I wonder. I mean, even if you were to do that, what benefit would that give you? Because after you reach there, you're absolutely dead. Well, no, you could simply climb back up, right? Actually, hold up. What happens if you go down there, Grant? I'm pretty sure you can. I hope you can. Promise that doing... That's the issue. Doing diagonals in this game is annoying. You can go down here. Well, how are you gonna deal with the birds, though? You can ignore them until you can't. Damn it, that sounded too good to be true. I'm pretty sure you can most likely ignore them if you are lucky. Well, there instead of, you know, continue climbing, you were supposed to, you know, climb up. Damn it. Yeah, it's fine. Hey, I guess Grant cannot skip that. And this guy will be painful. I mean, to the point that I think the best thing you can do is to just ignore him there. I'm gonna try it again though. Especially since I already got hit a lot, so it's not like I'm throwing away a particularly good run, so may as well try it again, but instead try to climb up here. The problem is the stupid ass birds won't let you. Like, these birds are such... Like, they are probably... You know how a lot of people, when it comes to Castlevania and Cancerous enemy, the first thing that comes to their mind are Medusa heads. And that's understandable. But to me, these pieces of shit are the worst. By a long shot. Like, these enemies are so bad that... That's pretty bad too. But yeah, they are the type of enemies that you just don't want to deal for a single second. Like, you want them out. And here you have a lot of examples of annoying enemies, like that Fleeman that just fell there, for example. But none of them are as absolutely annoying as those stupid ass crows. Well, crows or whatever they are supposed to be. And they are birds. That part is sure. Okay. Damn it, I thought it was 2. Fuck. I mean, I saw it not being 2. I guess I just didn't react to it. It's fine. It is a shame though that these levels, well, kinda as expected, the Grant cannot do shit about them. But maybe a speedrunner will disagree. I mean, I will assume that in this game, the best way to speedrun is to pick Grant. I will say Alucard, but the thing about Alucard is that it has an insanely fucked up route. So that already is a problem in itself. I don't think you're gonna make it in time, right? No, you actually did, surprisingly. Damn, there are guys like this everywhere. They just don't stop. Yeah, at least we can skip that little bit. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. And this is the place that just falls, right? That means that you cannot stop. That means that you kinda have to stop to kill these assholes. I think I had a strategy for this. There was a consistent way to stop them. Well, you can also stop time like that. But it's not as useful. Not to mention you need a lot of power to make that work properly. Well, this is the boss. The issue is my non-existent health right now. Am I even hitting them with the axe? I feel like it's not working. Like it doesn't do shit. I was very cornered there. So that boss is not that hard. Well, it depends on how lucky you get, that's the issue. Depends on RNG. That's the biggest defining factor of that fight. Well, of that fight or of any fight. RNG is quite important. If that's the boss fight, that's no problem. Well, not that big of a problem. And in fact, this wasn't even the level I thought it was gonna be. Like, this level compared to the one that I remember is very inoffensive. The one I remember is absolute pain. I wish I remember if it was this game or... No, it had to be this game. No, it 100% was this game. Because I remember what the boss of that level was. You know, it was 100% this game. So, if you think that this combination of water and birds is cancerous, well, you're right, but you haven't seen the worst of it. You will see what real cancer looks like. Wow, all these whips and you miss all of it. How is that possible? Mr. Belmont. Damn it. I try... See, that's the issue. When you are near a staircase and you try to press down or up, that happens. It's one of those problems where, with the limitations of the NES, it's not like you really had any solution to it. You were just kinda boned. Not to mention that the range on the holy water seems relatively bad for those enemies. Though it's still an amazing weapon in this game. I think this is probably the last time the holy water is actually super good. As good as it is though, you probably want the knife to kill these things early. Well, assuming you can aim at them, which I cannot apparently. I hate those birds so much. I legitimately wish that whoever came up with this idea gets pecked by a bird. See, I didn't wish them anything overly badly, okay? I contain myself. I'm growing up, right? Surely. Alright, down we go. This is not bad. The problem is that the checkpoint is that one. So if you die to the boss, that's where you will respawn. You won't respawn here. Really. Tim, do I have to raise my thread here? That is still bad. Now they are gonna get bird flu. I would argue that's not bad enough. Yeah, 10%, I don't know. I think that right there it went higher than 10%. The toxicity levels. I think that after that series of interactions, I think it raised a little bit more. It's like when the Saiyans get to Earth the first time and they see they see warriors slowly increasing their power level. It's like, what the hell? They weren't this high moments ago. Well, it's just the way it works. It's the power of Earthlings, you know? We Earthlings can rise our power levels like that. Yeah. It is the way it is. When you see enemies like that, you can feel the rage flowing. It's like you can physically feel the rage. Because rage, just like any other emotion, well, it's an emotion. I mean, you can feel some physical things, but they tend to be as a consequence of it rather than as a direct thing. But here I feel that I can just feel it directly. We're not talking about regular muscle contraction or whatever, no, we're talking about like rage, pure rage. Ooh, that was almost not good. The thing that could fuck me up here is the other armor enemy. This guy. As expected. As expected. Unfortunately, skipping that guy doesn't seem possible, and you kinda want to kill him before the Fleaman enters on the screen, but promise that with the... At that point it's better to reset the stage. Like, when you have the small whip sections like that are not possible. I mean, they are possible, but at that point might as well reset. Though that also makes me fear a little bit. You know that I kinda had the idea, the very bad idea, of trying to one-coin clear the first Castlevania game. Obviously the first Castlevania game is not even close to how hard this one is. But the problem with that game is that even if it's not as hard, when you die, you have the same issues as this game. Which are essentially the fact that your upgrades are gone, and that, well, your upgrades, your items, and the amount of power that you have, like, that is all completely gone. And that is a problem. Like, it's basically like playing Gradius. Gradius is a shoot 'em up that places a special emphasis on upgrades that you get along the way, right? In that game, the moment you die, all those upgrades are gone. Promise that they are gone in sections that pretty much require them. So... yeah. What are you gonna do about that? The Gradius, to me, is definitely a product of its time. It's a game that it was technically impressive when it came out. It's a very early game. Like, we're talking about early 80s. Like, that's pretty much as early as it gets. Well, ignoring things like Pong and shit like that. Like, that's extremely early, so Gradius deserves a lot of technical credit for that. But as a game, it fucking sucks. And a lot of shoot 'em up puritans are probably gonna recoil at a statement like that, and it's understandable. Gradius is, as a game, is not good. It's good as I say, a tech demo. The fact that at that point in gaming history something that advanced was possible is crazy. But as a game that you play to have fun, yeah, That's a different story. That is quite a different story. Well, assuming you fully rooted from beginning to end, and you know exactly what to do at any time, it could be a little bit fun, but even like players that are good at it constantly get one-shotted, you know? Yeah, the ads... Oh, actually, it deals damage. Well, that's weird. It feels like it deals damage whenever it feels like it. Oh, you're also mixing up your timings, huh? Very funny of you. Oh, damn, I killed one of them. So the other one doesn't seem to change its pattern, so... Still the same. You gotta be careful because the moment it gets into the middle, it can very easily kill me. Not because of damage, but simply for throwing me out. Though, does this fight even end here? I feel like I remember this fight continuing. Maybe that was a different game. Yeah, that was definitely a different game. I feel like this fight had two phases in another game. Maybe in Dracula X? I don't know. Well, we are inside the castle, by the way. Finally. But I'm pretty sure that from this point onwards is where everything deals 4 points of damage. No, not yet actually, damn, that's surprising. How merciful. I don't deserve such mercy. I also don't deserve the background looking like a platform and not being a platform, to be fair, but that's fine. I guess it is what it is. Like, come on, dude, those are pretty much platforms, like, you're full of shit. Are you sure you're not thinking of Bloodstain? It could be Bloodstain as well, yeah. It's very possible. I'm not gonna make it. I probably should use Grant for that one. Grant will probably not struggle that much with that. Yeah, the game had no mercy. Grant will probably do better here. In the meantime, I can teabag. Why not? This is a very good song, by the way. I know that I can pretty much say that about any of the songs in this game, but this one is very good. Wait, I don't have the whip fully upgraded, do I? No, I don't. Of course I don't. But I do have the holy water. Wait, I can skip this. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Still not fast enough to avoid getting hit once. And here we have the classic Fleaman Rush that everyone knows and loves. Surely. But at least having the ads while dealing with this is not bad at all. I got mixed up. But I had only 1 life remaining anyway, so it is what it is. This part is Grant's, that's for sure. Without a doubt. No, that's a little bit too late for that. Maybe it would have worked. Oh, you can change direction in midair with this guy. The champ, I mean. Well, obviously, if it's midair. You can also come up here. Is that a good thing? Doesn't seem like a bad thing. That was a bad thing, though. Hey, stab it. That was bad. Doing that part with Grant is, however, a bad idea. That certainly doesn't seem like a good idea. Bro! Damn it, I have to recharge my lives now. Then this level is starting quite hard. Starting out quite hard. It's only the first one in the castle. We are getting welcome in a very warm way, without a doubt. I don't really know if taking this path is that good of an idea. I guess you're gonna get attacked by this. Well, you can probably trade ahead. As long as you don't get pushed down, it should be fine. And the problem with this... Oh, the problem is that I don't have an upgrade here. I don't have an upgrade for the whip at all. Oh, that one just kept going. I'm pretty sure that it kept going because it would have been too many of them. What's important here is getting to the checkpoint. That's the only thing that matters. Alright. It was out time you gave me an upgrade. But that's also another thing that is worth considering when you pick another character that is not Trevor, that you're also not gonna be upgrading his whip. And he takes so long to whip that he couldn't even intercept that projectile. When it's so short, you have to time them well. Yeah, you don't wanna get here with... Wait, I'm stupid. You know, I can skip all of this. Let's just do this shit. And you skip all of that. I wonder... Well, you cannot go up right away, but you can essentially skip everything in here. Problem is that here also not having any upgrades with... that's not a good place to switch, if you ask me. At least I got one upgrade. Got him. Hold up. Really? No chicken and a knife. Yeah, really the worst thing here is dealing with an unupgraded whip. Wait, is there a chicken here? Oh, there is, nice. I'm glad I checked. But it's not supposed to be a chicken, I think it's supposed to be a pork. Also, in sections like this, you don't even need to do platforming. Just grab this guy. Well, here you do. This guy can do it a lot easier than Trevor. Especially that one. That one, if I had jumped like that with Trevor, I would have died. Just like that. I don't like the way this looks. An interesting thing is that having a weapon with one character doesn't mean you will have it with the other one. Even though they can both wield it in this case, if it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh! Automatic! Automatic scrolling. My favorite. Well, this one was extremely free, thankfully. And it was only that one, so that's pretty cool. Would have been a lot worse, trust me. That was probably the worst time to go down. Oh, and you have this fight now. Well, this one might take a while. This is not an easy fight. Well, the fight itself, I mean, it's not about being easy from an execution standpoint. It's rather the fact that it's so long. And the fact that every time you die, all the way back to the beginning, sucker. It is one of the levels that I remember being quite hard, simply because of that boss fight. That boss fight takes the cake for being very annoying. Remember when I told you the Minotaur? Well, yeah, he wants to be a star there too. Well, the Minotaur, whatever that monstrosity is supposed to be, he wants to appear here again. Just feels like it. Okay, just run. That was bullshit. Well, I will have to recharge my lives now. That was very bullshit though, like, come on. Speaking of impressive for the NES, sea sauce? What? What's that? I don't know what that is. So, you know that Gradius is not the NES one, the one that I was talking about. I was talking about the arcade game. Does Gradius even have an NES port? Maybe it does. Man, come on! Guess we're gonna be recharging lives a lot, huh? The tilting platforms in this stage. Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was kind of a way to show off physics. Same with the pendulums. I think the pendulums and that were just basically the devs flexing. Wait, is that gonna kill? No, I guess. Oh, it actually completely cancels your momentum when you switch to a different character, huh? Can I stop dying in this fucking stage, dude? I mean, it's not about the stage, I mean in this stupid screen. That's the real problem. The screen is the one that's the problem. God damn it. That boss will be very problematic. Because the stage itself, and especially with Grant, it really doesn't seem like it will be a problem at all. But what certainly will be a problem is that boss. So is there any way to avoid getting hit by this guy once? It's not really looking like... Okay, yeah, like that, but I got pretty lucky. Really wonder if the best way to deal with this... Are you serious? It's like you're doing it on purpose just to piss me off. What are these deaths? Like, they really feel like they are made on purpose. I think that instead of picking anything up there, the best thing I can do is to simply go quickly and get the damn checkpoint. Even if I get an ads or if I get an upgrade, it doesn't matter. Just run, get to the checkpoint and forget about this first screen for a little bit at least. If you lose all your lives later, I can do it. I cannot do it. I legitimately am unable to, physically unable to. Alright, come on, don't be a moron. That's all you need. You need to not be a moron. It's the only requirement, it's not that hard. You can do it. Because it's not like you're dying to hard stuff, you're dying to stupid stuff. And that's not the game's fault, that's your fault. So yeah, wake up. Okay, that time I will say it was the game's fault though. I actually tried to grab the platform and it didn't work. As much as I don't want to reload the lives though, at this point you absolutely have to. Levels as long as this one are not merciful later, so you need to reload the lives. Maybe I should just do this section with Trevor instead of trying to invent new shit, you know? I mean, it's not like it's impossible with Trevor, it's simply harder. Though actually that's borderline impossible. That is very close to being impossible with Trevor. Like, with that little timing, like, you don't have that much time to do all of that. Well, that's a problem then. I mean, the real problem here is when I eventually will try to do this with solo Trevor. That will be the real issue. That will be the real problem. Yeah, the fact that here Grant jumps higher can definitely be a problem. Alright, so here I'm gonna switch to Trevor simply to tank the damage, but the best thing I can do is just run. Like, do not try to confront this guy, just run. Well, don't try to confront them and don't let them accumulate. Like, those are the two directives here. It would be nice if these guys gave me the whip upgrade, but no. No upgrade. Only pain. Damn it, you let go too quickly. Wow, 4? Really? I don't think I'm surviving this. So at this point, hold up. Since I'm one hit away from death, might as well use Grant. Because ironically, Grant against this guy, I think he has an advantage. Because he can, yeah, make him get hit stun like that. The problem is that it also depends on what attack he goes for. Because if he goes for the, yeah, if he goes for the low one, you cannot crouch. That's a problem. Though, being Grant, I think you can also just jump over them and that should work well enough, right? Don't mind me. Okay, that time he did 3. Well, in this particular case, it also helps that this guy is completely cornered there, so you can spam this very short range attack and it works. Also, that was pretty lucky. That last projectile he summoned it, but the timing was perfect for me to intercept it somehow. Like, that has to be in the milliseconds range. That was extremely lucky. Like, that was so lucky. I don't even know how to put it in words how lucky that was. I can guarantee you it was very lucky. Damn, that champ is something. Alright, thankfully we learned that... No, it's not here yet. This is the part with enemies. Unfortunately, I don't have a knife. They don't drop it here either. Unfortunately, killing these guys before they become a problem is not really doable at all times. Right, down we go. But yeah, thankfully this part should be easy, because the thing here is that you can think, well, if these platforms break, this is hard. You can simply jump like this. Obviously, this makes no sense from a, you know, from a logical standpoint, because I mean, jumping like that, if anything, should make the platforms give away more easily, you know. Don't worry, don't tell the devs. Don't tell the devs. Right, I have a lot of health right now, but this is still a hard boss fight at any point of health. Okay, so now comes the Minotaur again, because he didn't have enough. The problem is the other guy that comes later. I don't quite remember what he had to offer. Like, the guy that comes later, for what I remember, is not hard to beat if you know exactly what to expect, but I never remember the one that comes afterwards. Like, I never do. Like, I'm physically unable to remember. Also, isn't this fight easier? Like, did they add these 2 platforms? Maybe it's only for when you have Grant as an ally that they add 2 platforms. I don't think they were here when I did this with Sifa. Or maybe they were here. But you know, the problem is the guy that comes afterwards. Like, as I say, he wasn't hard, but I have to remember. Wait, switch! Ooh, nice. I think he still will kill me on the next hit, so that's a problem. He shoots projectiles. I gotta be careful about that. I don't know if that was the smartest idea, but considering I can switch sides. Because my biggest concern here are the projectiles he shoots, which can be a problem. Well, not if he does it from up there, obviously. I also know if my whip can deal with them. Oh, that sucks. God damn it. Fuck. That's a way to ruin a perfect chance. So basically, when he stares for too long, it's because he's gonna shoot. So he gives you a lot of time to react. And thankfully, with Grant, you kinda have a free out of jail card, but if only I had knew that sooner. Because the problem is that now, if I don't get... Oh, there it is. Nice. I was gonna say, if I don't get Trevor's upgrade, but I got it. The problem is that health-wise, I'm not doing as well as the previous attempt, so... I don't know if there is healing to the left. I could try looking. No, there isn't. They also have no weapon, though. I don't think that's particularly that bad. But man, that was the perfect attempt to win, and I blew it so badly. So badly. And the problem is that now I'm one hit away from the other guys. I know from this one. Well, the Minotaur, if I'm not a moron, shouldn't hit me. And the other guy could hit me, but he shouldn't. I mean, in both the same logic applies. If you are not a moron, he doesn't hit you. The Minotaur can hit you if you are in a hurry and you go down before he turns around. Because if he turns around very quickly, you don't have enough time to react. Well, not with how slow this guy is. By this guy, I mean Trevor. Also, how is it going, Kyle? We're doing the triple threat right now. That one I probably could have reacted in time, but like not when I'm when I'm one hit away from death, I gotta be careful, you know. I'm still afraid of the other guy's projectiles, cause even if you have time to react to them, depending on where he decides to shoot them from, it's very annoying. You didn't fool me that time. Here comes the issue. And I cannot get hit at all. Okay. Nice. So here is he's gonna shoot. We have enough time to back off. And here I wanna do the same thing that I did last time, simply because I know exactly what to expect. I can't believe that hit me. I cannot believe that hit me. I don't believe it. I see it and I don't believe it. But it didn't hit me last time, did it? God damn it, dude. Doing all this shit again is a problem. And yeah, that's the issue. It's this first screen that is the issue. If this first screen didn't exist, dying to that boss wouldn't be so painful, but that first screen really is something else. Oh, I fucked that up. Fucked that up so badly, god damn it. At least you still get the upgrade later. Oof. Damn it. That's the perfect chance twice and I blew it twice. It's fine. I also got pretty lucky there. I'm gonna switch here. Well, it doesn't really make a difference. Switching takes no time because it's just that transformation cutscene and that's it. I mean, it's not a transformation, you're just switching characters, but you get the point. Alright. Oh, and we get the full upgrade. Okay, that's good. So at least here we can deal with the armors with Trevor instead of Grant, which theoretically should make it easier to deal with the rest. Theoretically. Promise that. Yeah, the positioning, but not a problem anymore. Nice, that was perfect. That was so good, and now we have healing even. Just like that. Alright, that's good. That's good. That was a very, very good first half. Only the first half though. We will see how the second one. Unfortunately, the holy water is not gonna help with the birds. That's the part that is a little bit of an issue here. It's not gonna be extremely good with the birds. Oh, I got the ×2. Well, if I manage to keep this holy water until the boss, it will be useful at least against the mummy, right? Or theoretically it should be useful against the mummy. I almost died there. Because if the top of the screen hits you, you're dead. As simple as that. Nice. Yeah, the crowds are a problem, but don't worry about it. What we have to worry about here is a whole different story. I hope the holy water does work against the mummies though. It might not. I mean, it did work in the first Castlevania game, but it is not the first Castlevania game. Yeah, it works. And very well, in fact. Holy shit, they got dissolved. Unfortunately, against this guy, it's not gonna do shit, right? Can you even stop him? Well, technically the headshot deals damage. Just that it's so shit that it's not worth it. And against the other guy, I don't think it's gonna work either. Against the big one, I think it will not. Hey, against this guy, we just gotta be patient. I guess it looks lame to do this, but I don't want to redo this level, or this fight for that matter, so we're just gonna take it easy. I will try to see if it works against the other guy, since I don't think his hitbox is that picky, so theoretically the holy water should hit him as he spawns, but I don't know, because I don't think I tried before. Well, it works, but it doesn't really have the effect of knocking him there. I mean, it does have the effect of dealing damage, which is very cool. Go back. Okay. Well, in fact, I can murder him right here. Got him. Nice, team. The holy water is such an item. Such an amazing item. You didn't play the Metroidvania Bloodstain? No. I do have it on Steam, but I have not played it yet. Alright. Oh, and you can see that little piece of gray that is down there. That's if you do the Alucard route. And we got Vampire Killer, nice. Well, it's technically the first level on the castle if you take the Alucard route, so. But then the Alucard route is so painful, dude. Wait, I can go up there, right? Actually, no. I mean, it's not like you're skipping that. Well, you're skipping one enemy by doing this. Not bad. That was bad, though. They're not related to skipping an enemy. You can hit me. Why not? What's wrong? The problem is that, as you can see here, enemies start dealing 4 points of damage, so getting hit a lot is not a good thing. Well, it never is a good thing, but even less so here. Oh, these slimes, I don't have good memories of those slimes, and it's probably for a reason. We can skip all that shit there. Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with these slimes. They also don't die in one hit. Or do they? Maybe they do, actually. Yeah, I'm confusing it with some other game slimes. So wasting projectiles there is not a smart idea, I guess. That guy is gonna respawn anyways. And they really love shoving these armors up your ass, no? You better like these armor enemies, cause You're gonna fight them a lot. Okay. Oh, that's an automatic going up cutscene. We got the 2. If I'm not mistaken, this is where you fight death, right? It is one of those games where death is not the second to last boss. I should have kept the ads. This, or I don't know actually. Can't remember what I did last time. But yeah, this is already the fight. I am pretty sure the holy water is not good. Well, you want the ads, you have it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, I will make it, nice. Here we fight the classic. But this fight is slightly longer than it usually is. And harder too. Because in Castlevania 1 you could cheese this asshole simply using the holy water. I don't think that works like that here. The good thing is that the game gives you a lot of shit. I could try using the cross. Well, okay, never mind. I guess I won't. It was pretty funny. Do you need to kill this enemy, by the way? The one that spawns here? I don't know if you can jump over him. Maybe not. Not sure. At least you have a lot of attempts. And the level is not that long. But yeah, the boss is definitely not easy. I think I remember doing this in the corner, but I might be wrong. I mean, after all, this guy bounces around a lot. And the movement is quite erratic too. The ads might not be very good to deal with everything else that is going on. I could try the holy water, problem is that I have to remember where it was. We'll also try the cross. So which one was the holy water? That one. Well, we could give it a try. Maybe it's worthless, but what was worthless is getting hit there. Oh, and what's even more worthless then? I wasn't expecting something even more worthless, but yeah, there you go. The legendary knife. The fucking knife, dude. The knife. The knife. Yes, the knife. Indeed, the knife. It had to be the knife. No, I think, for what I've seen in that attempt, the best thing you can do in that fight is hit him with the whip. Like, I don't think sub-weapons are gonna help you that much here. Like, the whip deals a lot of damage and also locks him in place. I mean, the problem are the sides, as always, but that's something that you cannot avoid. But I mean, you can avoid them, yes, but I mean that you can avoid them being a thing. But unfortunately, that didn't work. But I didn't even try to use the cross there. How powerful do you have to be to get death itself to work for you? Well, we're talking about Dracula. It is something that I mentioned multiple times, but Dracula is supposed to be the devil itself. You know? It obviously depends on which version of the story and yada yada. For many people, Dracula is the devil itself. So I will say that the devil is not a minor character when it comes to power. So the death working for you is, I think, believable. Oh, nice, double kill. Yeah, I'll say it's believable. But here I will get one-shotted by anyone. That being said, if you wanna kill the slimes, you might as well use Trevor. Using Grunt for this is not gonna work. Well, and to kill these guys. Okay. Aside from hearts, do you get? Well, you get money. Nice. Well, at least here, well, the first attempt is gonna be... Wait, what's in there? Holy water? Sure. Why not? But yeah, unfortunately, since you don't get healed here... Oh, I also forgot about that. You have the 2-time. You can use the 2-time there. Will be useful to fill the screen with shit. So unfortunately being one hit away from death. One hit away from death in death's hands. I don't think that anything that I try is gonna do much, as you will logically think. The moment they just graze you, you're dead. Oh, so that thing... Okay. It's not a 2-time unless you have a weapon. So you will have to pick the cross first, and then you will have to go down. Seems like too much work if you ask me. Will be worth it. I don't know. I still wanna try the holy water, dude. I didn't get the opportunity to do so. Okay. I wonder what's the best place to just redirect the sides. I mean, keep in mind that the sides are also extremely random. Oh yeah, the holy water. Holy shit. Holy water, more like holy shit. Alright. That seemed to be the right answer. I miss that this part is a little bit annoying because I don't remember if I even had a strategy to... Well, you can do that. It kinda works. I don't know if the holy water works here though. I miss that I cannot aim at it. I mean, I can aim at it, but... Oh yeah, it does work. Holy shit. Okay, so just like in Castlevania 1, the holy water is absolutely busted for this fight. In Castlevania 1, Death is also a hard boss, but if you just get him in the ground with the holy water, he dies. And here comes the first problem. This level is extremely hard. At least the song is good, but this level is pretty much the hardest level in the game. You could maybe argue that the one that comes afterwards will be harder, but I disagree. This is the hardest level in the game. And I might not even be able to beat it today. I know that that sounds ridiculous, but that's what happened the last 2 times that I play this game. The last 2 times I played this game, I died. Well, I died. I mean, I got stuck in this level for the entirety of of the stream, pretty much. 1 coin clear or illegitimate clear. I wanted to do that with the first Castlevania, but with the way the whole upgrade system works, I start to feel that it's a bad idea. Start to feel that it ain't worth it at all. So ironically doing this with... Wait, you can use this as platforms, right? Yeah. We'll just jump like... Oh, the problem is you gotta get used to how Grant jumps. You can change Grant's trajectory in midair. Something that you cannot do with Trevor. Okay, you gotta get used to that. Didn't let me jump. I'm not sure if this is a better idea than doing it the intended way with Trevor. Might be. Well, this part at least it is. Problem is that, well, by doing that I have no power on my whip. Well, power or range for that matter. Well, no, I'm not gonna make it. Unfortunately, power-ups disappear extremely fast in this game. So here I have no power or range. So that's pretty cool. That being said, this whole section is very telegraphed. This is a section that, even though it looks very hard, well, it's certainly not simple, but it's a section that it's mostly memorization, and it kinda works. The problem is that this armor being here is a legitimate problem when you don't have any range. And there is no way to skip it with... Oh, I got an extra life. Well, that's nice at least. I cannot skip it with Grant, unfortunately. Okay, got the full upgrade. Well, what I can definitely skip with Grant is this. Because otherwise you kinda have to play around that enemy, and I don't feel like doing that. Oh, and this is one of the automatic sections that go up, and it's very annoying. You also gotta be very careful when you jump, because there might be an enemy that is not spawned yet, but the moment it spawns you're gonna hit it. It's what I say, this level is the hardest one in the game, and I could... Like, I'm very tempted to say the boss is also the hardest one in the game. Like, there is only misery to expect from this level. Misery, salt... all of that. This is a very unforgiving level. At least one of the hard parts, it might be possible to skip it with Grant, but it depends, because there's also some shit that might not allow you to skip anything. So I'm not so sure. Okay, well, at least we did this section on the first try. Not bad. I think there might have been healing on the right there. So with Grant you can actually skip this. Problem is that here I'm gonna get a kill because the bird is right there, but you can actually skip the entirety of this garbage. And that's so good. Yeah, there I didn't have any health, but this part is an absolute pain in the ass. Like, it's that whole thing that you see in the previous level that had the waterfalls and the birds, but it's very long. Basically, being able to just do this is a blessing. Now here with the Medusa... Oh, that wasn't that bad. Hold up, they are gonna despawn, but you can go back. Well, I'm pretty sure they are gonna respawn when you go back, but I wanna see if I can get the last upgrade or not. Probably not. Well, the problem is that, yeah, it's pretty nice to be full health, but I don't have the upgrade with Trevor, and this boss definitely requires that. So I don't know how it is if you pick Grant. It is the doppelganger boss, and this thing switches to, you know, whatever you're using. Oh wow. Holy shit, that was free. Team, Grant the absolute MVP. I can't believe I did this level on the first try. This is the first time ever that I do this level on the first try. Damn, Grant completely smashes this level. What a god. And here I was saying, nah, Grant is not gonna be as good as the other two. Holy fuck. Especially compared to Alucard, that has such a shitty sequence of levels. And then you have this guy. That was so free. That was absolutely free. Well, and this is the final level. Which ironically is probably gonna take longer now than the previous one. I mean, the previous one, very hard for any other level to not take as long as that one. Sorry, the opposite. To take as little as that one. Because, I mean, that was instantaneous, pretty much. The most interesting thing is that the clock tower took more time than that to be beaten. This level is not a joke either. It's just that if it wasn't for Grant, I can guarantee you that this level will be easier than the previous one. But the Grant made it completely free. Oh, you can also cheese that like that. I thought that no matter what you always had to get hit by that, but no. You can actually cheese that platform by staying in a very specific spot that doesn't make the actual platform you're standing on fall, it makes the other one. I don't know how easy that's gonna be to replicate though. The only problem of this level is that this song is extremely repetitive. Like this, like 10-second loop that you're hearing is what you're gonna be hearing until the boss comes, so yeah. Sorry about that. It is the way it is. Probably even less than 10 seconds. I will say that it is 10 seconds. It's very short. Well, maybe 8 seconds, something like that. It's definitely in that range. Like, it's extremely short. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it there. At the same time, with how hard it might be to trigger that, it's probably better to just take the hit. Yeah, that seems like a smarter idea. Yeah, the good thing is that you get the checkpoint here. And this is, by the way, the last checkpoint you get. I'm pretty sure that even if you get to the boss, this is still the last checkpoint you're allowed to get. This part, I don't think it's gonna be any different with the Grant. Like, you just gotta get hit at least once there. And this weapon is the last one we're gonna use too. So the pendulum makes a comeback right at the end of the game. It has to. They have to brag about that little pendulum. The problem here is that, you know what I said, that the pendulum in itself is not hard to use. The problem is that in this part they add these lovely bats, and that happens when they hit you, you die. They're pretty nice of them. Also, the fact that that guy hit me is pretty bad. Not getting hit by that skeleton up there, unless you already somehow have a sub-weapon, it's not gonna happen. It would be pretty funny if I actually kill the final boss on the first attempt, but I have my doubts. Are you kidding me? That didn't work. That's unfortunate. There might be the chance that I break the curse of this game. Well, in fact, you know that this game is called Dracula's Curse. No, the curse of needing 2 streams to beat it. I might finally be able to break that curse. Can you believe that? I might actually be able to. We don't know. Wait, I fucked that up. Well, Grant can save me here. Worry not. Okay. Oh, nice. And he saved me again. Grant is certainly the MVP here. I was not expecting him to be this useful, but he's extremely useful. That's a problem, because now I cannot get hit. I expected to be counted on the other brick, but no. I didn't. God damn it. It's fine. So that means that after beating this, the only thing left is essentially the solo ending. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Not anytime soon though, that's for sure. Wait, did I yet again get cornered? I know that Grant can simply do this, but... yeah, and here he can simply just... like, fall. That's pretty funny. This guy can make a lot of things very... very easy. Here I'm gonna get hit because it's not worth it to do it any other way. Though ironically, Grant can most likely avoid that by climbing the wall. I'm pretty sure he can. Alright. Then there is... oh, that spider did not appear before. Why is that spider even appearing there? And he almost hit me. Alright. Come on. I want to at least see the final boss, you know? Would be nice. Just to make sure he's doing well. The issue is that, as I said, here, I don't think you get a checkpoint. Like, if you die, you're going back to that previous stage, whether you like it or not. But yeah, not very nice of them. Yeah, you gotta... I forgot about that. I mean, I didn't really forget, but I thought he didn't do it when it was small enough, but no, he still does it. It's technically possible to do this without getting hit. And I'm pretty sure I did it multiple times, it's just that it's a pain in the ass. That's the main issue. These stupid ass bots. Actually, you know what? Doing this with Grant is probably better. Because Grant can stab immediately, and this guy's dying one hit. Promise that timing the champ might not be that easy. Well, he can also crouch, could be useful here too. Well, he missed that one. I don't know how you managed to do that. It's okay. But with all those hits, you essentially have to beat the final boss without getting hit. It's not extremely hard to do so, believe it or not. It's actually quite doable. Okay. Now this thing, should I waste the ads for this phase? I can't remember if that was a good idea or not. The thing is that the ads hits him multiple times. Or does it? Maybe it doesn't do that. Maybe I'm making that up. A pretty hardcore boss design. Including the scream of I wasn't expecting you to switch direction. Why did you even switch direction there? You don't do that usually. What a dipshit. Can't believe that. It's fine. The first phase is absolutely free. That's the good thing. I mean, as long as you dodge the little beam he summons, it's free. That shouldn't be hard to do, so... Not really. It seems that... Even if that first phase is gonna be free, it seems that the rest is not gonna be that free. So here I should reload lives. Promise that reloading lives here takes a little bit too long. You have to go all the way here and then drop to the right to, you know, replenish lives like that. It's whatever. Now, why am I getting hit by that guy every time? I guess I'm not being patient. That's an issue. Seems that I'm getting impatient. That cannot be. You cannot afford that in a game like this. Yeah, I'm still a little bit afraid if I eventually decide to do the Trevor solo ending, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Like, without a doubt. I'm thinking of that previous level every time and how insanely painful it is. Alright, let me try if switching here makes me not get hit. Well, I probably should have jumped closer. Doesn't kinda work like that, but whatever. Really? Well, good luck not getting hit by that skeleton. Couldn't even get to him. I just got killed by that random bone. Also, why am I getting hit by random shit right now? And for some reason I didn't get the upgrade. Well, okay. Sure. Pretty nice of you. Actually, I feel like that was surprising. Why didn't the upgrade... Oh, I guess it's because you need to kill that guy. I mean, he doesn't always drop it, but... Seems that... I don't know how the upgrades work, but... Maybe there is like a certain internal score to summon an upgrade, and that also includes killing enemies, maybe. Perhaps. I was about to say, where is the other pendulum? Oh, there it is. You are such a fucking piece of shit. I can't believe you did that. You actually have to be a full-on shithead to do that. Like an actual shithead. I can't believe that. And I was so happy. I'm like, damn, I can tank 3 hits from the final boss. That's so nice. And that asshole appears out of nowhere. No warning. No time to react. It just appears. God damn it, dude. That's the definition of an asshole. It's what being an asshole means. It's what appears in the dictionary when you look it up. That guy appears. Nice. I'm still curious of doing this part with Grant, but whatever. I can't be asked. I think that Grant is gonna take a very well-deserved break here. Like, I think that... enjoy resting. That's the way you kill that skeleton without getting hit. It's not easy though. It's the way you gotta do it. So the issue here... I don't remember how you could manipulate these guys to spawn at a specific place. So here I gotta wait. Well, I hit him from the left. That's the only reason why he didn't knock me to the right. Alright. Come on. We can do this. It's a shame that we cannot really make Grant participate here, guys. He doesn't have anything that will be an advantage for a fight like this in any of the phases. That's the thing. Oh, I can't believe I got hit there. Well, that's an absolute waste of health. Getting hit there. A very big waste of health. But I don't know if the blood splash actually hits you here or not. I will have to guess it does, most likely. And if it does, you don't have that much time to run below him. I don't think it does. It's hard to tell though. Since he's at the other side, might as well. Alright. So ironically here, the one thing that makes this phase hard is the stupid ass platforms that you're intended to use to beat this guy. They actually are what make it hard. Like, none of the attacks this guy has are dangerous. It's the platforms that are dangerous. As you can easily see. But in fact, here without the platforms, I cannot really attack him. Uh-oh. That's fine. Got him. Nice. Well, that was pretty fast. All things considered. Like, very, very fast. But yeah. Didn't take 2 streams this time. That's the beauty of it. But yeah. Give me the... There it is. The achievement is called May My Family Rest in Peace. That's the name of the achievement. And I wonder why we're about to see. Trevor made many sacrifices. The long fight is over. Dracula is dead and all other spirits are asleep. I don't know if that's a good thing. They are gonna wake up eventually. Both feel their friendship is stronger since they work together to rid Wallachia City of evil. Grant will start to reveal the destroyed areas of the city. You repeat the word city twice, that's not very good narration. After this fight, the Belmont name shall be honored by all people. So the city is called the City of Wallachia, huh? But I mean, that's a name that shows up often, that is often associated with Dracula. Though is that a real city in Transylvania? I remember reading about Wallachia, but I don't remember now. I think it's an actual thing, like a real thing. I don't know if it's a city, but I do remember it not being something fictional like Dracula is, you know? The one time where the villains making the hero's job easier by moving the arena isn't a problem. Yeah. Oh, I'm apparently an aerobat. Grand Dynasty. I wonder if Dynasty is supposed to be the nasty, because in the achievement, the D and the N are capitalized. You know? And then you have Alucard with the Tepes, the surname. It's supposed to be the same as Vlad Tepes, which is usually associated with Dracula. But yeah, that was surprisingly fast. Like, every other time that I play this game, it took, as I say, 2 streams to beat. So this was very fast. And it seems a little bit weird to end the stream this early, but I mean, I don't really feel like doing anything. This was my objective for the day, and I got it, so... I think that with the game being done, I think so am I. Presented by Konami, correct. Yeah, and if you do that, you get the New Game Plus, which is essentially if you care about getting more points. I don't personally, so... Oh, you keep Grant though. I wonder what happens when you come back to the clock tower and you get Grant. I am tempted to check. It's just that I don't think I care enough, so I'm out. But yeah, that's weird, because it will kind of be a sequence, right? Though what probably happens is that the cutscene plays normally, and that's it, you know? I mean, I don't expect anything out of the ordinary. But yeah, well, since that's over, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and well, I'll be seeing you on the next stream. Not sure with what, but we will see. So yeah, have a good one and take care.